Good morning. I've been thinking, and I wanted to share those thoughts with you. I call myself a liberal Christian, and I have to say I'm really disturbed by the attacks on diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workplace and at college. I think it's destructive, I think it's bad for business, and I want to share why. Oh, and then also, the concept of woke. It makes for a catchy phrase, but you start thinking about it, and would you rather be woke or would you rather be asleep, indifferent, broken? I don't know. Words. Words are weapons. We need to watch how we use them. So, the average person does not seem to understand what DEI is about. Let's talk about it. Diversity is acknowledging that there are many people, different races, different religions, even abled and disabled, gay, straight, bisexual. Simply because we say there's only two genders doesn't mean that's necessarily true. There have been a diversity of gender identities for several thousand years. Um, Equity is not a scary term. Do you remember as a little kid playing a game with somebody older and they beat you and you say, "That's not fair"? Well, that's what equity is about. It means let's give everybody a chance. And I've experienced this in the workplace where people who happened to be male were making more money than I was. And when I asked my boss about it, I was told, well, he's the head of a household and he needs to earn more to support his family. And I would say, well, I'm a single mom. I'm supporting a family. I'm head of a household. And just got kind of a blank stare. Well, that was back in the 90s. We've come a little way. Inclusion means creating policies that foster a sense of belonging. Now, how is that a bad thing? These programs have been around for decades. I encountered them at the Principal Financial Group back in 92. People were walking around who are blind, in wheelchairs. You saw people of all races, religions, ethnicities, and it was good. It was good for business. DEI is credited with increasing productivity and also fostering a sense of let's all work together, and that's good. It also has helped them to find qualified recruits. So, why are we destroying it? The more I thought about it, the more I thought, DEI sounds like a Christian concept. Perhaps Jesus was woke. Now, that's going to disturb some people because he hung out with sinners. He wasn't just in the synagogue hanging out with, the good Jewish boys. And after all, he was no blue eyed, blonde boy. Contrary, or brunette, contrary to some of those pictures we all saw when we were little kids. Woke is not antithetical to Christianity. Think about it. Think about Paul's exhortation in Galatians 3:28. There's neither Jew or Gentile, neither slave nor free, nor is there male and female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. Now that's kind of a heavy thought. You're all the same. Doesn't that sound like DEI? And then, most Christians agree this means that in Christ all people are equal, regardless of their gender, ethnicity, or social status. Furthermore, we have the golden rule: treat others as you want to be treated. A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another, just as I have loved you, you also are to love one another. And that's from John 13, verses 34, 35. What would our communities be like? What would our workplaces, our colleges, our schools, if we were to follow just those two scriptures? If we were to show respect and love and look beyond the labels we put on people. So far, I've seen little evidence of those two scriptures in the actions taken in the first week of the new administration that supposedly was going to unify America. Thanks. What are your thoughts?